So today we're going to talk about how to clean your chain. If you're watching this, you probably have a really dirty chain. You probably haven't cleaned it in a while, or maybe you've never cleaned it. So we're going to talk about how to tackle a really dirty chain. And for that, I've got my cyclocross bike with me today that I actually delayed cleaning for a little while. So the chain is pretty caked up and dried on, and I will walk you through how to deal with that. We're going to start with some of the products you might want to use. You want to start cleaning it first with either a soapy solution or a degreaser. So some of the soapy solutions that I like to use, Muck Off is a good one. Simple Green, I get this orange degreaser that I also buy concentrated in bulk, and then I can dilute that out as well to the concentration I want. Or you can get a degreaser specifically made for bikes. It's honestly all the same stuff and works just the same. Before cleaning your chain and your drivetrain, you do want to take the back wheel off. Everything that we're going to use to clean, you don't want to get that on your tire or on your rotor if you have disc brakes. All right, so I'm going to give everything a really good spray. So that's now been sitting and soaking for a couple minutes, and I want to start cleaning. We'll start with cleaning off the pulley wheels. Chain rings, you want to wipe down both sides. And for the chain, I just go from the bottom here. I anchor one side by just holding it. I take my microfiber cloth and just wipe it down. I make sure I get top and bottom, both sides. And then move along. Once everything's clean, you want to make sure it gets re-lubricated. I like to use Tri-Flow. There's many good brands out there. I like the aerosol spray cans. I just feel like it coats everything a little bit better. Just spraying along the bottom side here. I've got my microfiber cloth I just put underneath so it doesn't spray everywhere. And then rotate it, keep spraying. Once you've sprayed it, give it a couple good spins. Make sure the lubrication gets up in all the parts. And then I like to just go around and tap off any extra. So now that you've got your bike chain clean, you want to keep up with it. It's going to be a lot easier to clean it if you do it more often, ideally every ride, but I understand people are time crunched, you don't necessarily have time. If you've been on a ride that doesn't necessarily get real dirty, you can just do a quick wipe down with a microfiber cloth. Other rides, especially off-road, you want to try to clean it after every ride. So if you're keeping up with it, a little bit quicker is this Finish Line 2-in-1. It's a cleaner and a lubricant. It's an aerosol spray. It comes in drip form too, but again, I like the aerosol spray. This helps spray off all the dirt and debris, and at the same time, it's applying lubrication. So basically, you're going to be cleaning and re-lubricating in one step. It's very quick. It's very easy. You do that a little bit after every ride, and you're good to go. So now you've gone and done a search for bike lubrications, and you've realized there's dry lube and wet lube, and how do you know which one to choose? So basically, you're going to use a dry lube if you're going to be riding in dry conditions, a wet lube in wet conditions. If you use a wet lube, it's a lot thicker. It has more viscosity, and it's going to cling to the chain, kind of like grease on a pan. If you try to clean grease off a pan with just water, it doesn't come off. So that it's going to really cling to the chain. It's great for keeping your chain lubricated. The downside is that all the dirt and debris, if you're riding in dry conditions, is going to cling to that and make it really thick. In dry conditions, the lubrication is a lot thinner. It'll go on more dry, almost like you don't even know that it's there. The downside with that is that it won't last long. If it does get wet, it pretty much goes right away. But if you are truly riding in dry conditions, the gravel, the dirt, the dust, it won't stick to your chain, so your chain won't get dirty. And it actually makes it easier to keep cleaning after that and reapplying the lubrication. So just be mindful of what situations you're going to be riding in, what the terrain is, whether it's going to be wet or dry, and let that guide your choice for lubrication.